we're sales partners, right? We're in this together kind of deal. So the benefit of whoever takes over your cash flow, your whatever your portfolio is, they get to they're benefiting, but we're also benefiting too. I mean, obviously we're in business together, so we're not going to let it just crash and burn because everybody's got a vested interest here. There are scenarios too where there's a few of our sales partners that, they a lot of them are, let's say, this is just, it feeds them. This is just what they do. Some of them have built like this machine where it's, even if I die tomorrow, I got 10 referrals a month coming in that need to be dealt with. We have programs for that too. And most of the time in that scenario, I would imagine that they're going to go, you take care of that for us. I don't want my daughter, let's say, who's my heir, I don't want her handling my sales business. She's on a different path, so coming in and coming up to speed would only be a disjustice to the new customers or the relationships that I built. I want it to go to someone who's skilled. And we have people that are skilled to take that over. They understand that. And the cool thing about that, and I don't think you get this anywhere else in the world, right, is if let's say I pass and in my machine, and I don't want my daughter handling it, someone else handles it for me, my daughter still makes money on that new business, doesn't make the same amount because obviously whoever's handling it needs to be compensated, but still gets to take advantage of the relationships that I built along the way. I don't know any deal like that on the planet that exists that way. It's like, hey, once you're dead, it's like a cutoff, right? Like whatever you had coming in at that point is what your heirs get. Everything else is ours. We don't do that. Hey, that's not the deal. You're going to make less on it because someone else has to deal with it. But so the heirs can still see growth and still can make more money. And maybe they would get engaged. I don't know. But they still have opportunity for growth. And I'll tell you what, when you build a portfolio, especially a working one like that, that has what they call very long legs on it. That thing will run for a long, probably even to the third generation. So, I mean, I don't know where else you get that. I really don't.
Yeah. So there's two intangibles that we build here. One is the portfolio, but the other part is the machine to bring in the business. We don't pay for advertising. We build a machine that brings in referrals to us. Imagine the value of something that you built that brings in however many accounts. For us, 10 is a good number. So it brings in 10 new accounts, which is, if you have a machine that brings in, I'm trying to figure out how to equate it to everybody who's watching and what their business would be. But let's just say 10 new customers a month. You get 10 new customers a month, just, for what you figure that's worth. The machine, that's 120 a year, 120 new customers a year that you're getting based on the machine that you built. There's a tremendous.
That's a lot of value.
That little asset, that little intangible thing that just kind of works, that is working, has a huge amount of value to it. And then you've got your portfolio, which is all the existing customers that you make money on, just spinning off cash every month. Both those. A lot of people forget about this this little machine, and this is the key. This is when you first start. You've got none of this. You don't have the portfolio. You don't have the machine. The first thing is we're building the machine as we're adding clients. And then the machine gets however big it gets, and you're adding clients, and so now you've got big values on both of those. And that's this machine thing is one thing too that I've never seen anybody in the world teach how to build that. What they do is say, oh, you can get this portfolio if you run around and do like cold calling or pay for advertising or things that make this really wicked competitive and hard to ever build that in the first place. We go, look, don't do that kind of stuff, because once you stop, your portfolio stops growing. But if you build this machine, you're going to start getting a few clients right away. You're building a machine to get more and more clients. Now you've got both of these things going, and it's a very unique situation.
That's why when you look at, like, I've seen folks too will have businesses that they'll I want to sell my business, and it's like, let me give you an example. The guy that owned like a gasket business, you go around, you put gaskets on all the, like, when you go to Starbucks, all the refrigerators that they're opening constantly, got to get the cream
Yeah.
out, so those gaskets wear down, right? And this guy has a business that he has a route kind of that he's built for himself. He has a route and he goes around and he replaces all these gaskets. Well, he's, probably making 100 and a half a year doing this. And he's like, I want to sell my business. And I'm going, and so I was having a conversation regarding this. And I go, okay, so if you, that's not very valuable because once you leave, the business goes bye bye. Unless someone, that's buying a job. That's buying.
Yeah.
So you want to, but if you go, look, this cash flows, I've got 5 guys out there doing this. I'm making this much money a year. Now that's valuable because that mindset is like almost like a kind of semi-passive income mindset. Like
Yeah. You're an investor. You're more like an
you're
investor.
more like an investor. And that's what I love. But see, most people don't have 150, 200, 300, 400, $500,000 to go out and invest in something that's going to make them that kind of revenue. So this works just like that, but it doesn't take near that money because you're building this machine that it is marketable. You can go, hey, I got this machine here. It brings in 20 new accounts a month or 10 new accounts a month. That has a lot of value to it. A lot of
Yeah.
value to it. If you're
Imagine
sending,
whatever it is you do,
right,
imagine what that would be worth to bring in
right,
10, 20, yeah, well, 10, 20 new customers every month, new ones every month,
right,
not repeat customers every
right,
month. These are new. So at the
right.
end of the year, you've got 120 to 240 customers, and a year later, you're going to have 240 to 480 customers. That's
Well, people can
that's a
project that
valuable
out.
little machine.
That's a valuable investment. I can go, okay, at this pace, 4 years from now, we can expect to be here. If
Right.
I die tomorrow and my job's to install gaskets, oh, okay, so there now you're dealing with this messy estate again.